Come, it's a great time having you. I'm Bismarck Osei. I have a lot of motivation videos on YouTube. They're 15 minutes. Watch them and subscribe to them. I use the name Bismarck Osei. Nothing can stop you. Also, when you go to that channel, your marriage will be a state of mind to award a lot of teachings on dating and courtship and marriage. Also, watch them and subscribe to them. Also, I have a lot of sermons I've written. Go to YouTube, my channel, Bismarck Osei. I have River from the Temple sermons. Also, they're 15 minutes. Also, they are there. Sermons are there. Watch them and subscribe to them. Also, I have a lot of ebooks I've written on Amazon Kindle and Gumroad. I'm not getting sales of these books. I'm counting on you to get the sales. They are building a competence, a crowded planet, $4. Amazon Kindle and Gumroad, their ebooks. Also, I have there's something inside the world is needed $4. Also, leaders of generation tickets $5. Your marriage will be a state of mind to $5. Also have this. Also this have also this one. We have to impossible to have this one without you $4. They are all available. I have a lot of books also. They enhance your risk, enhancing the opportunity, ability. We can dream, we can do it. There are plenty of books. I'm not getting sales at all. I'm not getting sales. So help me get the sales. And sorry for the breaks and images. It's not from me, it's from Facebook. I'm using external camera on Facebook breaks and images. Also, these books are coming up in the month of June 2024. It will be uploaded on Amazon Kindle and Gumroad. They are ebooks. Building yourself as a $7 million $4. Enhance your risk-taking ability $4. Enhance your decision-making ability $4. Growing with a cloud of luminaries and connoisseurs $4. Also, smarter level competition put together $4. All these books are coming up in the month of June 2024. This very month. Today, I'm sharing with you motivation myself entitled "Building a Sustainable World with Children Who Are Generational Thinkers." Building a sustainable world with children who are generational thinkers. It's a video I've already done. I received some comment from my friends that the video was too fast. So this is a revised version, so it's slowed down so everybody can hear. So comprehensively, let's reinvent the world to make it more complete by raising children who are generational thinkers with that pertinent, proactive resurgence and irresistible set. As a man called Freddie Douglass, over the American human rights activist, advocated for such an agenda. Profoundly, our ability to effectuate this will help our children to direct destinies of individuals, groups, societies, companies, institutions, country, and the global world, for them to experience the direct destinies of these bodies so that these bodies can experience transcendental impactfulness and impeccability. As Margaret Thatcher, the first female Prime Minister of UK, strongly advocated for the need for us to build a generation of these type of children for ourselves in the global war in the next years to come. Incontrovertibly, parents are the building design, arsenal, and the bonds on which children cut their teeth. When we deposit in their mind, when we deposit in their memory banks, when parents are able to deposit in their children the memory banks, give them that rebalance of explosiveness. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana's first president under the first republic, in 2000, the BBC selected him as the African man of the millennium. People who advocated for development for both adults and children and helped propel the level of development in Ghana and Africa. There's this quote from Billy Graham. Billy Graham is this American clergyman, and once said that the greatest legacy one can pass on to their children and grandchildren is not only about money, only material things, but accumulated in one's life, but also the legacy of character and faith. In fact, with substantial engineering them with substantial values that will make them very impactful and impeccability in the world. Indeed, children can lay that fundamental legacy of excellence when we do that work ourselves, our government, our leaders, our parents, and everybody. I want to share you a story about a woman called Elizabeth Cady. Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Elizabeth Cady Stanton was an American writer and activist who was the leader of American rights movement in the U.S. that led to help women to achieve suffrage, help women to get the right to vote. That was that woman, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, with his friend Susan Anthony. Stanton's father was Daniel Cady, was an attorney who served one term in the U.S. Congress and became justice in the New York Supreme Court. His father, when he was young, the father exposed her to human activism in her when he was young. She started reading her father's law books during the young time. So he had that substantial running requirement, that graduate's achievement during that time. The father exposed him to all these things at that young age. He grew up to become the main force behind the 1848 Seneca Falls Convention the first convention that discussed the right of women suffrage to vote, and also the primary author of the Declaration of Sentiment. During that time, he exhibited her agility as a generational achiever with that impactfulness of impeccability. Elizabeth Cady Stanton met Susan B. Anthony in 1851. They channeled their synergies and evangelistic potentiality towards a worthy cause. Stanton and Anthony, their main objective was that women were not given the right to vote. They would fight for women to get the right to vote, and that was their agenda. Stanton and Anthony were the main organizers of American Equal Rights Social Association. They campaigned for equal right for both African American and women the right of suffrage. Stanton later became the president of the National Women's Suffrage Association and commingled her effort, channeled synergies, and conciliatory of ideas to facilitate systemic results for women in the world. It took how did he do that? It took Stanton and Anthony more than 50 years before the U.S. passed the 90th Amendment was passed in the U.S. That was passed in the U.S. Congress in 1920. This amendment gave everybody the right to vote, regardless of your race and gender. Stanton achieved this because the father impacted in her in a young age that sense of human activism. She was a generational thinker and achiever who understood that she has the agility to factory the dream. She has the prowess. If you have the agility to factory the dream, you have the prowess to factory it. And Elizabeth Cady Stanton achieved that for the global. If today you're a woman, a Black American, or anybody who have the right to vote, then you have to thank a woman like this, who the father equipped her with that generational achievement for the global world. And what somebody asked, what are some of the ways we can raise children to make them generational thinkers for the world? What are some of the ways? What are some of the propitious ways that can help to raise children who are generational thinkers for the world? Number one, personally, you have to expose the minds of your children to the clairvoyance and the competitiveness of inimitable personality. Clairvoyance is somebody who is able to predict ahead of time and position themselves to leverage on it. Let's expose the minds of our children to the clairvoyance and competitiveness of such inimitable personality like Frederick Terman and William Shocker, who together built Silicon Valley. So the people were generational thinkers who saw ahead of time in the early 1950s, who built that, and today we are all benefit from that. Kempi Goda, who built Bangalore, the Indian Silicon Valley of IT, who was a generational thinker who saw ahead of time and built it, and today we are all benefiting. Now he called the Indian Silicon Valley, the Bangalore. People like John Harvard, who also set up the Harvard University. There also King William IV, who started the Port Rotterdam, the largest seaport in Europe. Let's expose our children, their minds to such personalities, their competitiveness, their smartness, and clairvoyance, so that children can develop these things from such personality to build themselves as generational thinkers. This was especially when they are between 15 years to 18 years. We need to equip their minds with these resourcefulness to build them ahead of time. Number two, we need to expose our children's minds to the smartness and acquisitiveness of venerated personality. Acquisitiveness is somebody who always craves for more, somebody who is always eager to achieve more. Let's expose our children's their mind to the smartness and acquisitiveness of venerated personalities like Michael Bowerman and Phil Knight, who was very smart. They got a shoe from Japan, and through that they got an idea to develop a company called Nike Company. People like Newman, Bannon, Ernest, an American agronomist who introduced high-yielding crops that helped save the world over 1 billion people out of starvation. He's been known in America as the father of Green Revolution. It's been a Green Revolution Award, a Nobel Peace Prize Award, a Congressional Award, and all those awards because of this systemic smartness and acquisitiveness. Let's expose their minds to the people, expose their children, their minds to the smartness and acquisitiveness of personality like John K. Rowling, who wrote the Harry Potter. And over the period, it became the first novel who became a billionaire with Harry Potter when it comes to writing novels. Let's expose their mind to the smartness and acquisitiveness of personality like William Colgate. That time, his father started a company. It didn't work out. William Colgate told the father, I'm going to New York. And when he went to New York, he built his experience and smartness in working in companies. And later, he set up the Colgate company. So today, if you're enjoying Colgate toothpaste, thank the man called William Colgate. Let's expose our children and minds to the smartness, acquisitiveness of personality like Marcus Goldman and Samuel Sachs, who started building financial institutions from scratch. And today, you have Goldman Sachs. That's the second largest investment bank in the whole world. You don't mean it. and when they're between the age of 15 to 18 years, let's equip their mind with these smartness and acquisition from these beneficial personalities to prepare their minds ahead of time. Let's expose our children's minds to the risk-taking and minimizing abilities, the resilience and regenerative strategies of personality like Winston Churchill that time during when the British troops were trapped on the sea on the sea Dunkirk. Winston Churchill understood what it means to enhance the risk minimizing to save them, and he saved over 330,000 soldiers that of Hitler wanted to kill. Let's expose their mind to the risk-taking abilities and resilience of people like Peter J. Daniels, who read over 2,000 autobiographies before starting business, failed, but later bounced back. Let's expose their mind to the risk-taking ability and resilience of personalities like George Soros, who in 1982 he did base financial extrapolation and made £1 billion in a day, and is being known as a man that broke the Bank of England by making £1 million in a day. Let's expose their mind to people like John Alfred Paulson, American billionaire hedge fund, especially when they are 15, 18 years. Let's expose their mind to resourcefulness of these personality, their risk-taking ability, their resilience, and regenerative strategies to build their minds ahead of time. Number 4, let's expose their minds, their children, their minds to their decision-making abilities, their generating capabilities, opportunity generating capabilities of more a mind to more than 50 to 100 semi-millionaires, more than 50 to 100 Nobel laureates, more than 50 to 100 philosophers, great philosophers, more than 50 to 100 enlightenment thinkers. Let's equip them with these things, especially within the age of 12 to 18 years, so they can extrapolate this resourcefulness when it comes to enhancing their decision-making ability, idea generating capability, opportunity generating capability, so they can get this resourcefulness, especially from the age of 13, 14, 15. They can expose their mind to such things from semi-millionaires, Nobel laureates, philosophers, enlightenment thinkers to prepare them ahead of time. Number 5, let's expose our children, their minds to the reverberating experience, productivity, efficiency, time management prowess of generational thinkers and achievers. Like people like John Rockefeller, who started life as a bookkeeper at a point in time, his wealth was 30% of GDP. Like John Foss Nash, the American mathematician who studied the Nash equilibrium, that's being used as strategies to manage a lot of companies in the global world. People like Joe Colonius Vanderbilt was a British business magnate in the area of railways and shipping. Also, people like Harry Duster and Maynard Keynes, who has formed the World Bank and IMF that have helped a lot of countries to live in productivity to deal with macroeconomic imbalances. Let's expose their mind to the experience, vibrating experience, productivity, efficiency, time prowess of a person like Mahatma Gandhi, a man who won independence for the Indians, who stood to his grounds when it became very tough, but he understood what it means to stand for the Indians to achieve what they ought to achieve. Let's expose their minds, especially between 13, 14, 15, 18 years. Let's expose their minds to these vibrating experience, productivity, efficiency, time prowess of these generational thinkers and achievers to equip them for the task ahead. The last point, let's expose our children's mind to multitudinous policies, project development plans, competitive environment that exists in 106 countries in the global world, so that they can equip themselves with the resourcefulness to put themselves ahead of time. Let's expose their minds to the multitudinous policies, project development plans, competitive environment that exist in 106 countries in the global world to equip them with that very eclectic, very systemic resourcefulness that will prepare them ahead of time. There is something inside them the world is in need of. Let's build a generation of children who are generational thinkers. Thank you, Miss Marcos. Go to my YouTube channel. I have Nothing Can Stop You Motivation Message, the 15 minutes. Watch them and subscribe to them. Also have another channel, Your Marriage Will Be State of Mind, or the teachings on dating and courtship and marriage. Also watch them and subscribe to them. Also have another channel, Your River from the Temple Sermon. There are a lot of sermons up there. Your secret is Jesus, the economy of God. If it's not only for faith, it's not only for God. Don't waste this year. Also we have the greatest news of all time. A lot of sermons I have there for you. They're experiencing the vibrating fire. A lot of them, watch them and subscribe to them. I have a lot of ebooks. Also on Amazon, and Gamble. I'm not getting sales. Help me get the sales. I'm advertising on Facebook. I'm not getting the sales. Help me. Building yourself as a millionaire. Building yourself as building your company is a credit plan of $4. There's something inside the world need those $4. Millions of generation tickets $5. Also, your marriage will be a state of mind to $5. Also, it's important to have this work with Amazon, Kindle, and Gamble. They're available. Get this book. I'm not getting the sales. Help me get the sales. Sorry for the books and images. It's not from me. It's from Facebook. These books are coming up in the month of June 2024. They'll be available on Amazon, Kindle, and Gamble. Ebooks. They are $4. Very cheap. in March, June 2024. Building yourself as a millionaire, enhance your risk-taking ability, enhance your decision-making ability, also growing the cloud of luminaries and connoisseurs, also smarter level competition. Always remember, we are building sustainable